Understanding Jesus' cursing of the fig tree, a lesson in spiritual fruitfulness. In the Gospel, according to Matthew, there's an intriguing passage where Jesus curses a fig tree. Initially, this might seem like a perplexing incident, one that compels us to dig deeper into its meaning. The event is captured in Matthew 21:19, with Jesus proclaiming to the tree, "Let no fruit grow on thee henceforward forever." Today, we aim to unravel the deeper symbolism behind this act and the lessons it carries, both for the people of Israel then and for us today. Fig trees, common in biblical times, were a vital food source and carried symbolic weight in literature and scripture. They often represented Israel, God's chosen nation. By examining why Jesus cursed the fig tree, we hope to glean insights that encourage us to reflect on our own spiritual journeys and how we bear fruit in our lives. In the agrarian society of ancient Israel, fig trees were much more than mere plants. They were essential for sustenance, providing nourishment for families. Yet, their significance extended beyond calories and nourishment. Fig trees held a prominent place in biblical symbolism. By understanding the fig tree's importance, we can better appreciate the insights Jesus sought to deliver. The context extends to the nation of Israel, chosen by God to showcase his works and character to the world. Israel was intended to be a beacon of faith and righteousness, reflecting God's glory through their actions and devotion. However, this elevated status came with responsibilities and expectations. When Jesus encountered the barren fig tree, it wasn't just a random act of frustration. Instead, the fig tree represented Israel itself. Scripturally, Israel was recurrently likened to a fig tree, symbolizing the nation's spiritual state. Hence, this cursing symbolically criticized the nation's spiritual barrenness. The absence of fruit on the tree mirrored Israel's lack of genuine faith and devotion. Despite their outward religious practices, their spiritual life was barren, devoid of true faith and righteous deeds. Jesus used this physical metaphor to point to a deeper spiritual truth that Israel needed to confront. The situation of the unproductive fig tree struck a chord with the people, highlighting the disparity between external religious observance and authentic spirituality. While the tree appeared healthy and full of promise, it bore no fruit. Similarly, Israel's visible devotion belied an internal spiritual emptiness. Jesus' act of cursing the tree wasn't born out of irritation or impatience, but served a crucial teaching moment. Through this prophetic action, he confronted Israel's spiritual leaders and followers with the truth about their spiritual deficiencies, urging them to recognize the incongruity in their faith practices. Through the barrenness of the fig tree, Jesus called for a moment of self-reflection among the Israelites. It was a prompt, urging them to consider their spiritual state, questioning whether they were truly living out God's commands or merely going through the motions. By cursing the fig tree, Jesus illustrated the consequences of failing to bear spiritual fruit. Without a deep and sincere faith, life expressed through love, righteousness, and action, believers resemble a leafy yet fruitless tree destined to be left barren and unfulfilled. The fig tree's condition served as a stark warning against hypocrisy, presenting a facade of faith while lacking true devotion and obedience. Jesus' message was clear: God values authenticity over appearances. Yet, beyond the warning lies an invitation to engage in genuine spirituality, one that blooms with God's teachings truly embedded in the heart. Israel was encouraged to embrace sincere faith and let their actions reflect their spiritual beliefs. This lesson of the fig tree extends beyond its original context to speak directly to us today. As modern followers of Christ, we're called to ponder our own spiritual states and the fruits we bear in our lives. The event urges us to look inwards and examine the depth of our faith. Are we, like the fig tree, luxuriant on the outside, yet devoid of true spiritual fruit? This story calls for introspection and an honest assessment of our spiritual journey. In an age where appearances often take precedence, the message is particularly poignant. We must strive to ensure our external religious expressions align with a rich and sincere internal faith, avoiding the pitfalls of empty religiosity. The essence of Jesus' teaching lies in the importance of bearing fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Our lives should reflect these virtues, showcasing the transformative power of faith within. Ultimately, cultivating spiritual fruit is pivotal to nurturing an authentic relationship with God. Through genuine devotion and righteous living, believers deepen their connection with the divine, becoming true reflections of Christ's teachings. Applying these lessons in our everyday lives implies making conscious choices that align with spiritual teachings. This might mean prioritizing acts of service, engaging in regular prayer and meditation, or fostering a community of encouragement and love. This account serves as a mirror, encouraging constant reflection in our spiritual lives. By assessing our growth and seeking areas for development, we can ensure we're on a path that aligns with divine will and purpose. By delving into Jesus' act of cursing the fig tree, we uncover a rich tapestry of symbolism and teaching. We've explored its significance for Israel and the broader, timeless lesson it offers to us as believers today. In understanding this narrative, we're encouraged to seek a depth of spirituality that transcends mere appearances, focusing instead on personal growth and collective faithfulness. Act on these insights by evaluating your spiritual odyssey. Let your life be a testament to the spiritual fruits you bear, impacting the world with the essence of Christ's love and teachings. The timeless relevance of bearing spiritual fruit stands as a powerful reminder of our calling. The story of the fig tree continues to resonate, urging each of us to pursue a life rich in sincerity and devotion. Embrace this monument of biblical teaching as a beacon of light, guiding you toward a life that is spiritually abundant and grounded in truth. We encourage you to share your thoughts and questions about this lesson. Engaging in community discussions can enrich our understanding and strengthen our faith journeys. For those intrigued by the deeper symbolism and teachings, we invite you to further explore related scripture and theological resources. This story is but one thread in the broader Christian tapestry, enriched with lessons on authenticity, devotion, and the pursuit of spiritual wholesomeness. Let's build a community driven by these teachings, where we support each other in bearing fruits of faith and love. Consider sharing the insights from this video with others, fostering broader discussions about faith and spiritual growth. As we conclude, reflect on this thought. The true measure of a life well lived is the abundance of its spiritual fruit, not the lushness of its leaves. May your faith continue to flourish in truth and love.